At Ben and Kelly Show on social media. You can always DM us there. We'll turn around and hit our listeners and maybe try to get you some help.
Tammy needs some assistance, said, hey, Ben and Kelly, this has been weighing on me lately. I'd like others' thoughts on this. Mm-hmm. My husband and I have been together 12 years, married for 7. We've got 3 young kids together.
Okay.
I've always been one to collect things and store them in memory totes. Things like buttons, guitar picks from shows, notes from friends and family from elementary days, newspaper articles, stuff like that.
Sure. Seems
Recently,
normal.
I decided to start going through my totes of random stuff and try to declutter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my husband found a signed poster that I still had from a concert I attended with my sister before he and I got together.
No big deal.
Long story short, I hooked up with a band member from the poster a couple of times, and I told him about it when we first got together. Sassy.
Nice.
When he found it, he completely quit talking to me that night and texted me the next day while I was at work wanting to know why I held on to memorabilia from an ex. Oh, and he got rid of it while I was at work. How would you react?
Man, I don't think I probably would have gotten rid of it while you were away.
No, that's not his place to do that. I'd be a little upset about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess my question would be why, I'll echo your husband. Why are you still hanging on to it?
Yes. That kind of seems like that wasn't significant relationship in your past.
Unless that was just some, I don't know who the band is, unless the band is someone we all know. And is like, oh, wow, all right, I had a rendezvous with this guy. And
it's a little notch on the bedpost.
That's one of those like, hey, that happened. And, here's the proof. It's a signed poster of the band.
Yes. Now, listen, I famously had a foot rub from Trevor from O-Town.
Now, you're going to have to explain at this point who O-Town even is.
Listen, this little boy band weren't they put together like on MTV or something? Was that making the band? I can't remember. Anyway, they came to town, did a concert, right? Mm-hmm. And I think I have a scrapbook somewhere that has some pictures of me backstage interviewing the guys before the show. Uh-huh. I think there might have been an old camera that had a couple of other like just night on the town kind of pictures. They might exist somewhere, but I haven't found them in many, many years.
So you have something
similar.
Memorabilia, but you wouldn't say that was an ex. It only happened once, and it didn't happen more than once. And and
nothing else like further than a nice little foot rub. I was like, no, I got to go. I didn't stay for anything else.
Yeah, because, foot rubs, we all know where those lead.
He was very good at giving the foot rub. And I said, thank you so much.
Sure, he was talented in other ways, too.
He was, yeah. So anyway. But I get where her husband's coming from. It's like, kind of like, why? Why?
Yeah, that's my thing. It's hey, these are fun things to hang on to in your mind.
Right.
But I do agree, though, Tammy, that him getting rid of it while you were gone
that kind of crossed the line. That's not his to get rid of.
That's not the cool thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, the cool thing to do would have been like, hey, let's do this together. Let's get rid of it together. Let's send it off on a raft, put it in a message in a bottle, let someone else have a moment with this band.
And here's what you do. You take a picture of it first and then keep it in a private little album in your phone if you want to remember it. And then set it on fire, And
title the album on your phone, If You're My Husband, Don't Look at These Photos.
I'm just saying.
I don't know if this is any different than keeping a box of old love letters from old boyfriends or things like that. Like, I don't know. Part of me is like, hey, why are you still keeping it? But another part of me is like, well, that's part of your past. Maybe you're saving it to you said you've got 3 kids that are young. At some point, your kids are going to grow up and become teenagers and try to figure out life and love.
Mommy, who's that?
Well, but no, just like be in their own situation. And you can say, all right, well, you know what? I do have experience with this. Here's proof.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think the thing is that, Jared said this too. Everyone's got a past. Don't start unnecessary arguments.
Yeah.
But that said, I don't know. I feel like, there were, unfortunately now the husband's gotten rid of it, so she can't take her little picture and keep it in her phone.
Oh. Well, Kelly, this was a radio station event, right? Or was it just you going because you're a huge O-Town fan?
Yeah, no, this was a radio station event.
Well, then we may have, archives of that somewhere.
Oh, we do, probably.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, Tammy, I don't know if this is helping you or not. Yes, I would have been upset that he got rid of it while you were gone. No, I don't think he reacted the way. But at the same time, I think I validate his reaction in the sense that, you don't
need this.
No, yeah, you got me now.
Why are you still having? Yeah,
right, exactly.
Okay, so maybe we move on because I don't think this is something that should drive a huge, lasting wedge between the two of you.
No. All right, there you go. Diving into the DMs at Ben and Kelly Show. I
do need to know who it is, though.
I know. I think the band is an important factor here. If it's a band that we all know.
One detail that she left out.
I know.
Need to know.
I think that's probably incriminating for her because she wanted to sort of be, Tammy's not a real name. If she wanted to kind of be anonymous. So if we're
she is listening, by the way. She's like #famous in a small town. So, okay. But I'm going to need for you to follow up and tell us who it was.
All right. Well, anyways, at Ben and Kelly Show, there you go. Diving into the DMs.
We won't tell.
Yeah, this will be between just Kelly, myself, and our 6 other listeners.
Research purposes.
Yeah, research purposes only. Because we might be able to find a community of people who've hooked up with this band. You're not alone.